Morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope I am audible and visible to everyone. So, welcome to the ACCA. So, welcome. And this is our first class for the business and technology subject. And I hope you know some idea about ACCA. But before we start, let me give myself a quick introduction. My name is Vishal. I am an ACCA affiliate. I have scored All India Rank 2 at ACCA professional level and All India Rank 3 at. Also, I have a 7-year corporate experience at MNC, and basically I'll be teaching you and basically guiding you through the business and technology subject in 3 months, whatever we have. Okay, so this is about me. And before we start, this is something that I do in my lecture. Ask students, to allow themselves, this platform and introduce themselves. So because today we have our first class and it is the first of the starting with the offline students. So maybe you guys at the online may not be able to hear, but I'll just pass on whatever your, colleague says. Okay. So if you are comfortable, okay. And I would definitely, so just a quick introduction, basically about, and what is schooling, or basically are you pursuing any training, how you come up, see, just like that. Okay. 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 Yes, my sister is training in Noida. Okay. 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 Nice. Uh-huh. It's comfortable. You can speak in Hindi. That's fine. No worries. No worries. It doesn't. Don't take pressure. Yeah. Yeah. See, we as a professional coming come ACCA, they will be board room and you will be presenting. So it's no pressure. Definitely progress. So don't take pressure in my class. Okay. Okay. If you want, you can go ahead. Otherwise, I'll ask your colleague. Is it fine? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead. Nikhil. Okay. 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 Nice. Right. Right. Nice. Okay. So basically, I will acknowledge this fact in the class itself. Like one of your colleagues have said that many people are not aware about ACCA, and it's fair enough. Reason for being is, please understand, ACCA primarily dominates European countries. In India, we have CA. What? My voice is breaking. Uh, Please test everyone in the offline. Is my voice breaking? Otherwise, I'll check it with the IT team. Just a second, huh? My voice and video is breaking. Please confirm. Voice is breaking. I think I have to get somebody from the IT team. Okay, many of the students are facing IT issue. Yeah, please sit down. 1 second, huh? Just a second. I'll just check somebody with the IT team. Okay. Uh, Confirm again whether the voice and audio is still breaking. I just hope, finger crossed, doesn't happen anymore. And in the meantime, can you introduce yourself? Basically, what we did, we just did a round of introduction. If you are comfortable. My name is Ayush Kumar. Okay. Okay. First year. Mm-hmm. I did the first year. Mm-hmm. Okay. I also have a startup. Very good. That as well. Okay. How come about ACCA? ACCA, my auntie told us about it, so I did some research and like I want to do this. Okay. I don't think if I'm doing BBA, it's very valuable. So I thought, okay, let's do something more, and I wanted to do some course. Yeah, that's definitely fair. So now, can anyone tell me whether the voice is still breaking? Are we good? Because we need to start the class as well. No, everything fine? Yes. Okay. So before we start, your fellow colleagues in the offline center has already given their introduction. So anybody would like to, introduce themselves to the class before we start? This is a small ceremony, I do. I hope you understand. The purpose is very simple. See, you guys will be becoming professional very soon. I hope very, very soon. And maybe this year or maybe next year. Okay. Some of you would be getting on the skill level or some of you would be getting in the professional level. The idea is you utilize this platform and try to network yourself. Okay. Because networking is something I'll discuss later, like how important it is. Okay. Nandini has raised her hand. So let me just, allow Nandini. Nandini, if you want, you can also, basically start your video also. I have, unmuted you. So you can basically start speaking.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I was actually a science student in 11th and 12th, and
Nandini, I
I'm
think I'm
doing.
not able to hear you properly. Can you speak a little louder?
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
Sir, I was a science student in my 11th and 12th. I did
Okay.
medical science.
Okay.
Uh, so after giving my NEET, I happened to shift to interest
Mm-hmm.
in business and stuff. So I am doing my ACCA and CA together right now.
Very good.
I have to give my foundation in September, and I've already given and passed my FA exam.
Very good, Nandini. Congratulations. And definitely I'll, ask you to share some of your experience of the FA exam if you can. Just a one two line about the exam so that your basically fellow colleagues can understand basically the environment they will be facing themselves.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. After that, Nandini, Akshita, would you like to? Okay, Akshita has raised her hand already.
Hi, good morning, sir. My name's Akshita.
Mm-hmm.
I just completed my 12th this year.
Okay.
I live in Punjab.
Mm-hmm.
The ACCA similarly was recommended by my father, so going through the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, nice. Okay. So I think Akshita and Nandini have, given their 10. Anybody else who would like to, give themselves a quick introduction? Okay, Mehak. Sure, Mehak. Please go ahead.
I am Mehak Sangwan. I am from Delhi. I have completed my 12th from Hira Public School, Smalka.
Okay.
And my father suggested to me to doing ACCA there on business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice, nice, Mehak. So I think Akshita, Mehak, and Nandini has given. Anyone else? See, utilize this opportunity. I would definitely recommend. I know some of you might be finding it boring, like please start the class, but allow yourself because you will find some of the students are in the schooling time. Some of the students like yourself has already, all in the college, and might be there would be somebody in the class who is somebody, practicing right now. So definitely this will be helpful. So please, Jeet, you can go ahead. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good
Myself,
morning.
Jeet.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Please, Jeet, please go ahead.
Sir, I'm not getting the voice. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Jeet.
Yeah. Hello, sir. I am Jeet Dave. I am from Gujarat. I completed my 12th this year,
Mm-hmm.
and now I am pursuing BCom as well as
Mm-hmm.
ACCA.
Okay,
Reason
nice.
for choosing ACCA was that I find it interesting because I am having interest in business and technologies, the subject
Good.
which we are going to study, as
Okay.
well as it required comparatively lesser period of time than CA and other professional course.
Okay. Yeah, that is one of the thing about ACCA that ACCA is flexible. That I would not say it would take less time because time is very subjective. Let me clarify this. Time is subjective upon you guys. What time you take to clear your exam, that will be basically defining students ask me like how long it would take. So I would say average, if you only focus on clearing exams, it would average take 2.5 years. Okay, basically starting from your basically business and technology to your professional level. But if only you focus on your exam, but also if you start doing your professionals, basically your PR training. Those who don't know, let me tell you, there are three things to complete an ACCA. First is your 13 exams, which you are supposed to give at 3 levels: knowledge, skill, and professional. Second is your 3-year PR training, which you guys are supposed to complete, basically getting yourself exposure to any accounting finance field. And third is your ethical professional module. If you can clear all these things, only then you will become an ACCA member. If you complete, let's say, your 13 exams, then you will be in qualified ACCA as an affiliate, but not as a member. Okay. What are the benefits of member? What are the benefits of being a ACCA affiliate? Should we go about membership? We will discuss later, but this was just to tell you. Okay, Ashvi, I think you want to give yourself an introduction. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
My name is Asvi Doshi and I am from Gujarat. I
Mhm.
have recently completed my 12th and I am pursuing ACCA with BCom.
Okay, nice. Okay. Next is Farhan. Farhan, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. My
Good
name is
morning.
Farhan Akhtar.
Hi.
I have just completed my class 12 this year, and
Okay.
the primary reason for selecting ACCA was like it was much more doable, much more crackable than C, I would say. And the second thing that it opens up various career options not only in India but abroad as well. Speaking about me, I just want to go abroad for like 5, 10 good years and then
Okay.
come back to India or start my own venture
Okay.
if
Okay.
things go good.
So a very valid point, and this is the reason I, get this introduction class, because students tell me different things. One of the things that Farhan mentioned, and might be you have heard about the foreign jobs, right, Farhan? So let me be clear with this, and I don't want to create any false expectation of you guys. You get a very good idea. You should start basically a good clarity, because people mislead you. ACCA is definitely a recognized certificate, or basically a degree that will get you jobs in, let's say, UK, Ireland, Germany, France. That is true. Nobody can deny this fact. But let me tell you, if you believe just passing this degree is enough to get a job in foreign, sorry to say, sorry to break your heart, this is not the case. The thing that will get you job, especially in foreign, is basically your networking. And you can see the reason I am basically introducing yourself to the entire class is basically so that you understand the importance of creating a networking at this stage. Either, let's say, you have connections in UK, or you have somebody who can refer you there, then basically you will get a job. Because see, I have friends who are already in UK and Germany, and they are basically practicing ACC, and they are earning a very good amount. But the thing that right now, if I want to apply UK and Germany, just think about one thing. Why would somebody hire you from India to UK and basically bear the transition cost? Where the same entity or same basically, organization can hire somebody from local. And the person in the local would be basically familiar with their culture as well. So please be realistic about it. Definitely it will, opens up the aspects for the foreign jobs. But you have to understand the practicality around it. It's not like it's an easy cake of work. Like you will struggle to get your first job. I hope not, but this is the struggle we all go through. This is the same struggle you will go through from your basically getting a foreign job if you have an aspiration for foreign job. Be practical, start creating networking around it, try to get yourself so that you are in a position that you get a foreign job. It's not easy, just like getting your first job is not easy. Okay, definitely it opens up a portal, but be practical. If you want to discuss more, definitely we can discuss it after the class. You can basically always text me and we'll have a one-on-one chat on this. Okay, I think next is Akshara. Okay, I hope Farhan you understood my point. In case you are still doubtful, you can basically connect with me later on. Okay, Akshara, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is Akshay Saxena, and last year I have completed my 12th, and currently I'm pursuing BCom with ACCA.
Okay,
Thank you.
nice. Okay, I think Nandini, you got disconnected. Yeah, you want to, share your experience for the exam. Definitely, we would like to hear from you. So Nandini, please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, sir. So I gave my, I didn't do my preparation with VGLD, but I did give my exam with VGLD.
Okay.
So it was pretty relaxed, I would say. I was well invigilated, of course, but there was nobody standing over my head 24/7. So there was no like, एक nervousness होती है ना in other exams that teachers
Definitely, Nandini. Yes. What you're saying is
going
correct.
by, there's so much
Right.
noise, and there was absolutely no disturbance. My result obviously was instantaneous. So all that was pretty easy. The examination, I would say, as long as you're doing your mock tests and you're scoring well in your mock tests, it's pretty comparable. I would not say it's too much harder, but I will say I got like 80 somethings in my mock test and I got 60 somethings in my actual exam. So a little harder, I would say, but I know that thoda sa aur padna hai and I'll crush this one.
Very good. So actually, and I'm not sure like many of you realize or not, Nandini have raised multiple very good points. Like this is the something that I will be covering, and let's start. Okay, I will be starting the class now. I think we have sufficient introduction. Let's start the class. I am so apologies for rest of the class because we have to we are already late and we have to start the class. So thanks Nandini, that was really insightful. And now I will be starting the class, and rest those who want, they can text their introduction either to me directly or to the everyone in the chat, up to you. Okay, let's start the class now. So let me share my screen, and now we will be starting. Let me know if the guys on the online can see, the screen. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's go this way. Start. Please don't tell me you're not starting. Okay, I think my pen tablet is not working here. I'll check with the IT. So let me start the class anyway because we don't want to delay. So I welcome you all to the business and technology subject. Okay, once again, welcome to the ACCA. Now, before we start, let's understand the subject we are going to get. See, this is a 2-hour exam. Please work. This will be really helpful. Oh, sorry. I think just wait for 2 minutes. Huh? Please. Okay. So sorry. I would, it would be more. Sorry. Yeah. So what we are going to study, guys in the online, I hope you can basically hear me and basically the voice is audible. Everything is visible, right? Please confirm yes or no. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Laisha, for confirming. Okay. So what we will be studying in business and technology. See, technology is a 2 is basically when you will be appearing in the exam, this will be only 2 hours. And this is basically at all your, knowledge level. One thing that is basically, incorrect here, let me correct it. It's one thing. This is not skill level. This is your basically knowledge level. This is a knowledge level subject, not a skill level. I hope level, but this is your knowledge level. Okay. Let's start again. Now, what I was saying, this is a 2-hour long exam. And when I say 2-hour long exam, it means that you will be supposed to sit in an exam for 2 hours and it will be a computer-based exam. Yes, you heard it right. It's a computer-based exam. And the best part is the entire exam is of what I mean. MC, there will be MRQs. There will be multiple responsive questions. Okay. Multiple responsive questions. And you have to select one option, just like a KBC, like one question, option select, and then either correct or incorrect. So what will happen? This will be a 2-hour long exam. It will be computer based. Exam will be 100 marks, and there will be 2 sections. Section B consisting of 30 minutes. Now, When I say section A, in section A, you can see the marks is 70. And in order to pass, you only need 50%. So if you score 50 marks, okay, in that case, you have already cleared your exam. And that means if you score good enough in section A, you are already passed. Now, why they have basically divided these two sections? Well, section B will be a case study based section. It's not like you have to write anything. Again, basically the pattern would be that you will be, selecting the options in section B, but here there will be a case study in section B. In section A, there will be, two categories of question. One is 1 mark question, and another one is 2 marks. Now, when I say 1 mark question will be easy peasy. Okay, easy peasy. You can definitely handle 1 mark question. All you need to do is basically go through the entire book, learn this label, and once you know, you can easily solve this 1 mark question. Either the conceptual clarity will be very small, or let's say you will only be asked, based on your knowledge. Let's say you have read something and they ask you, okay, what is an organization? What is a public sector? And then they will give you options. So if you know about public sector, then you will be easily able to score the marks. So this is a 1 mark question. Now, what about 2 mark? Well, here what ACCA will start playing tricks. It will be tricky. Should I say hard? I would not. I will, saying that something is hard. Why? Because this is what teacher told me. I like to tell you, nothing in this life is easy or hard. Yes, if thing that is something that is hard. So for 2 marks question, I would say you need to practice little more. You need to be clear concepts, as well as you need to be little, sharp. Because in an ACCA, please hear me out. In ACCA, the thing is that your exam will be basically testing your knowledge. It's not like your day-to-day exam where you just read books and basically memorize things, and then you go and basically try and test the questions. No, the question that ACCA basically asks you, because you guys will be at professional level, they try to test your knowledge. Let's say I give you a scenario, whether you are able to tackle a scenario, and that is what ACCA wants to test you. It is not going to only test your knowledge. As long as the more the professional level, none of you will be tested in the knowledge, because we assume that you already know this. Once you are at knowledge professional level, your knowledge will not be tested. Let's say they will give you cases. Let's say you are supposed to report to CEO. They ask you some requirement for the financial accounting. Let's say they ask you for a project. They will give you these scenarios, and in that, then you are not okay, this is a project. Let's say calculate. No, you will be supposed to report to the CEO. And this is what ACCA trains you for all these certain exams, that they try to test. Okay, they give you questions in these, especially in 2 marks question, they will try to see, okay, how good you are in understanding the concept. It's not only memory. I hope I have emphasized enough on this point. In the section B, please don't afraid of section B. Section B is the most scoring mark. Let me tell you, if let's say let me just escape, and I'll just show you. Yeah, keep annotation. Just a second. No. Let me just tell you. Let's say saying 2 marks. Let's say I give you a scenario. Okay. A question. Let's say today we will be studying about business organization. So 1 question from business organization. And in section A, if let's say there are 2 parts, 1 mark, 1 mark. Okay. Let's say you have scored out of 4 options. You have to select 2 options. Okay. Out of 4, you have to select 2 correct options. Let me just raise it. Okay. There are 4 options, and you have to select 2 correct options. This is one of the questions. Okay. You have to select multiple responses here. Now, let's say your option B was correct, but your option C was incorrect. This was correct answer. This was incorrect answer. You should have selected option D. Let's say it's A, B, C, D. Your B option was correct. Your D option was incorrect. So in this case, you will lose these 2 marks. Okay. But in section B, when you have a case study, okay, so what will happen if you have 4 options and there you are supposed to select 2 correct options, and let's say B and D was correct, but you selected B and A. So in this case, you will not lose entire 2 marks. No, you will lose only 1 mark, because in section B, there is a partial marking. So please, and please do attempt your B section. No matter, let's say, you are not able to, identify what is the solution. You are not able to understand the question and you are not able to understand it. You have very less time. Just select option and move. Do not leave section B. No negative marking. Let me also clarify. In ACCA, the beauty is no negative marking. Oh, let me write it here. No negative marking. Okay. The ACCA definitely wants you to, move ahead. So it's no negative marking here. So please, what I'm telling you, section A, definitely, if you do not select the all correct option, you lose mark. But in section B, there is a partial marking. So please attempt 100-mark question at any rate. Okay. Do not leave the questions anyway. And this is one thing that I would want to tell you. When you have 100 mark and you have 120 minutes, because the exam will be 2 hours. So accordingly, 1 mark equals to 1.2 minutes. Okay, that basically comes about, let's say, 70 or 80 seconds. Okay, 70 or 80 seconds. But I would say, please, if let's say you are stuck with a question, and time of 1.2 minutes has lapsed, please leave that question, select any option, anyone, and move on. Do not waste time. ACCA not only tests your basically the knowledge, but also your time management skill. One of the most important skill that students struggle with. I want everyone in the class to attempt 100 marks question. I don't know how, but you will attempt 100 marks question. If you're stuck with a question, select option, flag the question. Yes, in a computer environment, you will be getting a facility of flag. I'll show you in the class how. You will flag the question, you'll move to the next question, and once you complete with your paper, then only you will come back to your questions unattempted or you are not sure. You will select every option. You will not leave everything. Okay. Is this clear? Everyone, any doubt so far? Doubt? All clear? Guys, are we clear? Yes. Okay. When to give your exam? Like, Nandini mentioned that she would be giving her exam on September. You guys want, you can give your exam in November. You guys want, you can give your exam in December. It's a anytime exam. I say it's a anytime exam. And what I mean by anytime exam? On-demand exam. It's you guys who will be deciding when you will be giving exam. This is a flexibility that ACCA offers, that at skill level, at knowledge level, you can select your exam date. Okay, it's up to you. You will be registering for the exam, and then you will be the one who will be deciding, okay, when I will be giving the exam. So it's up to you. Okay, but one very important thing with this, just write it in a different color. Can we have the option? No option. Okay. Danger. Let me also see. Danger. Why do I mean by danger? When I have the option, I have the flexibility of giving exam on my own. This comes with a danger. I will be deferring. Things. It's so irritating. I cannot tell you. Students come to me and they say, Vishal, sir, I am not preparing. Please help me with my schedule. Just, it irritates me. It's really irritates me that the flexibility is the biggest enemy you get. My recommendation, how do you come about? Okay, this is the problem. Problem understood? That that once you get the flexibility, okay, I'll be preparing for the next month, then I will be preparing the next month. This keeps on going. Now, how do we know about that? Please, if we are going in, okay, in this live class. So the benefit of live class that you can be consistent. You can be consistent. Yes, Nandini, this is what I'm telling you. If you had this issue, this is what I'm suggesting the class. We have a live class. We'll be having our 2 classes in a week. Okay. And in 2 classes, we'll be covering some chapters. What I want from you guys is to cover at least what we have in the class. Okay. Maybe you can go ahead and plan some other chapters. You can basically go. That's fine. Even at my time, my class. Okay. Touch wood, but that. If you want, you can be with the class. You can basically complete at least those chapters which we finish in the class and practice questions. Okay. So please questions and complete those chapters which we finish. So once the syllabus is complete, once the batch is complete, within 1 you are ready to give your exam. Do not defer it. Voice breaking, not again. Is it still breaking? Half of the time is wasting here. Just a second, huh? Let me know if it's still okay so that we can go ahead. Just a second, huh? Is breaking? Just a second. Just give me a moment. Now tell me, is it still breaking? Okay, I hope now I'm audible. Fine now? Can we go ahead? This is a struggle actually. Okay, let's cover the rest of the point and then we'll just start the chapter. So today class will be short. We will be only, just getting an introduction. Okay. No, it's happening. Okay, already sharing. Okay. Okay, thanks. Sure. Yeah, I think now it's fine. So audible, visible, everything okay? Should we go ahead? All okay, guys? Yes. Okay. Let's, keep moving forward. Okay. So we have learned that this is an on-demand exam. This will be flexible. So please be prepared and be, diligent. I would request you, I have requested enough that please give your practice and, complete your syllabus on timely basis. Now, second thing. You will be given 2 books. Okay. There will be 1 workbook and then there will be 1 practice kit. If you buy, let's say, BPP or, Kaplan. Now, one would be basically your basically where chapters will be given, all the understanding of the chapters will be given, and then chapter wise question practice. If you buy BPP, please buy BPP workbook and practice kit. If you buy Kaplan, then buy Kaplan workbook practice kit. Anything you basically want to. I would not suggest which one. It's up to you. You want to buy BPP, but the entire set. If you want to buy Kaplan, then the entire set. Okay, please don't do that. You are buying 1 workbook and then the other practice kit. Okay, please don't do that. But one thing that I want to, focus is ACCA Learning Hub or Study Hub. How many of you are already aware about it? Yeah, sure. I'll just show you in the class itself. We'll be going in. From this September onwards, especially from this September onwards, it's very critical that you go through ACCA Study Hub. Why? Because the practice kit that I have just mentioned, BPP or Kaplan, it's too. Okay, it will not get me. Let me just start with a different page. What I was saying, that from this class, next class onwards, sorry, from September onwards, what will happen, that BPP or Kaplan, whatever practice kit you buy, what ACCA is right now doing, they are currently approved partners. What approved partner means, that whatever content BPP and Kaplan publishes, ACCA reviews it. But now from September 2025, I think onwards, this is not still official, but from September 2025 onwards, ACCA will no longer be reviewing it. Okay. Now why? Does it change anything? BPP and Kaplan will continue to, they publish the same content that the ACCA syllabus do. So you are still good with the BPP and Kaplan. But why ACCA is taking this step? The reason is ACCA Study Hub. It's an online portal, okay, provided by ACCA for you guys, where you can not only basically access the study material, but also practice questions. And because it is provided by ACCA, I cannot emphasize enough that how much you should, focus on their practice questions. Because in exam, what questions will be coming, they will be similar level with the ACCA Study. Definitely, you should utilize your BPP Kaplan. You should, utilize your books. You should practice them, but include this ACCA Study Hub practice questions. Whether you go include the study material or not, that is up to you, because whatever we will be completing in the class, that will be concepts. Okay, because we'll be completing concepts. So whether you read from the BPP, from my notes, or from, Study Hub, everything will be same. Let's say you're confused about a topic, either not clear from me, not clear from the notes, not clear from the book. You can then refer the ACCA Study Hub. You can basically, use this as mutually exclusive approach. Study from one thing, study from another thing. Don't try to study from everything. That will be waste of time. Be consistent. Use one source. If you are not clear from that source, try to find the other source. That is why this is given to you. Use as a supplementary. I would say use as a supplementary. But when it comes to practice questions, I will put 3 stars. Okay. Just, it's very, very important that you practice these questions. Let me, show you ACCA Study Hub, so that, in the class, we basically get an idea. I hope the entire screen is visible. No, not the entire screen. Let me just open the ACCA Study Hub. Okay. Let me just do that. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay. Let me know, the guys on the online, can we see this? Google. Yeah, sure, Nandini. I'll do this. I'll help you. ACCA Study Hub is actually very easy, but I know some of the students would be finding it hard. So let me tell you. So first of all, I hope you guys are already familiar with this thing, this page. If you are not, please familiarize yourself. This is your, page that you will be looking ahead. Not currently, not even as a student, but also as a member. You can see there is a member section, there is a student section. This is your ACCA homepage. So you should be familiar with this homepage as much as you can. What you will do, okay, we will learn about this ACCA page later, some other day, if you want. But what we will do right now, just go to students, okay, go to study support resources. You can see there are multiple things. Basically, your registration is already completed or maybe getting completed by the VG team. So that is where I will not be, navigating. But what you will do, you'll go to the study support resources. Okay. And here in the study support resources, you will basically select the ACCA qualification. Definitely we are at foundation level or basically at the knowledge level, but you will go to the ACCA qualification. And here you can see the, the treasure. I would call it treasure. You have all these subjects, Vishal, you told that there are 13 subjects we are supposed to clear and there are more. Don't worry. in the professional level, there are basically 6 exams, 6 to 8 exams. And out of that, you have to attempt only 4. And that is why you can see more exams here. So in professional level, you have choice to basically select any 2 exams. Okay. So maybe you can go ahead and basically check yourself. But right now, what I will be guiding to your business and technology. This is what we are here for. Business and technology. Now, I hope so far we are clear. Students, study help resources, ACCA qualification, and then I selected business and technology. Okay. Now, what will happen? Once you go here, you can see there are multiple things that ACCA have given you. ACCA has basically given you an ACCX. You basically, I'll not discuss this here. This is something, which you can basically explore yourself. Introduction to business and technology. Like if we come to the introduction business technology, there'll be one video. Like you can see that ACCA has given an introduction about the business and technology. Okay. Like if I just play what is business and technology, there will be a person introducing you. Just let me check one thing. The guy on the online, can you hear the audio as well? Is the audio? Hello. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Counting other key business and their environment. Play 1 minute video. This exam develops your knowledge and understanding of businesses and their environment. You'll explore how organizations are structured and the role of accounting and other key business functions in contributing to the efficient, effective, and ethical management and development of organizations and its people and systems. The syllabus also focuses on external influences that affect the business in its environment, including economic, legal, social, and technological factors. ACCA recommends studying an approved learning partner using study materials from our approved content providers. Wherever you study, ACCA will support your learning journey with a range of free resources. There's study guidance to help you get started and support throughout your learning journey to get you exam ready. There is guidance from the examining team, including examiners' reports, which provide constructive and detailed feedback. There are technical articles, exam technique guidance, as well as videos and webinars to support your studies. The exam has 2 sections. The first part has 46 objective test questions worth either 1 mark or 2 marks. The second part has 6 scenario-based multi-task questions, each worth 4 marks. The time permitted to complete the paper is 2 hours. Using the resources available from ACCA and your approved learning partner is the proven route to exam success. So good luck with your studies and your exam, everyone. So you might have heard this person saying again and again, approved partners. And this is what I was mentioning. Your BPP and Kaplan is right now your approved partners. Right. But not right now, it's not official. Maybe they'll review it. And I can assure you that you can continue using your BPP Kaplan. It's fine. They have created their content. It's not like they will be, not creating the same content which they have created. It's just that it was earlier reviewed by the ACCA itself. Now, this is an introduction. Now, coming back, this is what we have been doing so far. There's an examiner team guidance. Like you can go ahead and basically see the exam structure paper, like how exam would be coming. And then there will be examiner report, like how examiners have come in. Please go through this. I would not go through the entire class. Like I'll just show you, like this is a report. Okay, there will be multiple things, but just try to go through the, the general comments that examiner has about the student. Examiner face, like, let's say approx 1 lakh students per attempt. 1 lakh students per attempt. So they have some feedback about the students. So please utilize those feedback. Please understand where students are lacking. You would see that where your fellow students have, not able to score. They have given the example. So please utilize this. Maybe at knowledge level or at the, this knowledge level, you are not finding it very fruitful, but at your skill and your professional level, please utilize this. I have utilized these comments as a, a way to, navigate my studies. I'll tell you how. Because in examiner report, let me just give you an example. If we are discussing this, in examiner report, there was, a section about, writing. Because as a student myself, I was facing this challenge, that I do not have this English expression very strong. I have a very weak English expression. This is what I used to fear in my as a student. When I studied the examiner report, they actually clearly mentioned this thing, that ACCA happens in Mexico, Asia, India, basically multiple countries. So English is not a first language for many students, and they acknowledge this. ACCA examiner acknowledged this, that English is not the first language. So what do we do here? What they say, you have a flexibility of writing, basically expressing yourself, as long as you are able to convey the correct point. Let me give you an example. Let's say we are studying financial accounting, or let's say financial reporting at the skill level. When you will be writing paper for financial reporting, or let's say SBR, strategic business reporting, because writing thing happen with the skill and the professional level. So you're supposed to use, let's say, a word like, revenue, or let's say, tangible or intangible asset, which you will learn over the period. This is something that you must, inculcate in your language. But other than that, you are not supposed to use a robotic language. You are flexible to use it. How did I get this feedback? From the examiner report. And there are multiple other things that you can basically find in the examiner report. So please, in your skill and professional level, definitely go through that. Okay. Next is your syllabus. If anytime you are confused about, what is applicable in your syllabus or not, you can just go ahead and basically download this. This is your syllabus area. And what you will find, basically, what are the applicability of syllabus. I'll not go through right now. I'll just showing you how you can access it. Okay. There are, factors, business organization, leadership management, everything we will learn. Don't worry. And there is one more section that if you are ever confused about, what will be applicable in the exam. Let's say you have studied this. We are right now studying for the August 2024 to September 2025. Okay. Every August, September, the syllabus changes. I hope you are aware. Every August, September, the syllabus changes. So if you are not sure, okay, if you're studying at the time of August and you are not sure, okay, what will be the changes in the month of September. Your exam will be after the September, but you're studying in the month of August. So what will be the changes? So you'll just go here in the syllabus section and you'll just see whether any changes is here. So you can see that they have clearly written from basically 2023 to 2024, there is no changes. There is no addition or deletion in the syllabus. So you are good to go. From, let's say, September 2025, not only for this chapter, but also for other subjects. If you want to see any changes, you just go to the syllabus section and see what is the summary of changes. You'll clearly find it. Okay. Now, coming to the original thing that we were, navigating, basically the ACCA study hub. I'll not basically waste more time. I'll just show you the ACCA study hub. ACCA study hub, a very important tool. I'll not start the video. I'll just show you how, you can navigate. So this is a video which you can see later, like how you will be basically navigating through ACCA. Okay. It's a 1 minute 2 video. It's already started. So you'll just, watch yourself. What is ACCA study hub? I'll just navigate through. What you'll do, you'll go to my ACCA account. I hope many of you have gotten my ACCA account, or many of you will be getting the ACCA account. Any comments so far? No. So what you will do, you'll just log in. Let me log in myself. This is a registration number which you will get after registering with the ACCA. And this is the number same which you will continue as a member also. So this is the number which you will be remembering. Okay, let's log in. I have entered incorrect credentials. This is a welcoming page. Once you welcome, you can see I am currently affiliate. I'm not a member. My qualifications. Now, as I told you, this is asking me to apply for membership, which I'll do basically in the year later. As you can see that I have completed my PR training. The 3-year PR training is done. My exams are done, and also my ethical module. So right now I'm definitely eligible for the becoming a member, which basically I'll apply anyway. Okay. Now PR, exams, and now this is where you will be navigating. And this is a platform which you should be familiar. You will be basically not only going through your ACCA study hub, but also if you have any complaint about the center, any mitigating circumstances, CBE practice platform, very, very useful in your skill and professional level. Not right now in your knowledge level, they have not given you CBE practice platform, don't know why, but definitely This is very important tools which we will be discussing later on. On-demand practice test, I will be discussing in a moment. Now, coming back to ACCA Study Hub. Just select ACCA Study Hub. Sorry, I know this is getting too much overwhelming. I will take a break after this. 5 to 10 minutes break. Sure. This was the first class, so I have to introduce multiple things. It's taking its sweet time. Very good. Any questions so far, anyone? Any question? No? So I think what we can do till the time is starting. Let's take a 5-minute break. I can see your faces are, you guys are getting bored with all this information. I know we were supposed to start the class. Okay. No worries. Let's just wait for my moment till the time is getting started and then we'll take a 5 minutes break. Yeah. So I hope the screen is visible to everyone. And this is your ACCA navigation page. You can see I have, tried multiple subjects multiple times. Now this is a business technology. I think this was previous one. Let me search here. Just type business and technology. Let's see. Let's do the searching. Okay. Okay, it's not coming with the latest. Yeah, it is here. This is the new one. So let's see the study. Just click on the study one. Once you get a module, just study. Please start. ACCA will load the study material for you. Now, here, this is what I wanted to show you. You can see they have given you chapters and these are basically 31 chapters. And please understand, these chapters will not be matching your books. If you study from BPP or Kaplan, they have basically compiled the chapters according to their need. Right now in your BPP, they are 20 chapters somewhat. And in your Kaplan, the chapters are only 14, 15. So please understand that what is happening here, that it's not like they are basically, published different chapters. It's just that they have compiled some of the concepts. Here, ACCA has broken down the concepts. Like you will see chapter number 3 to chapter number 10. This is your single chapter in your BPP book. Okay. So what you will do, let's say, this is a copyright, everything. So I'll not go here. I'll just simply click on the first chapter. Okay. Now what will happen? You'll click on the first chapter and you can see that they have given you an overview, like what you'll be studying: business organization purpose, attributes, feature of business organization, commercial organization, non-profit organization. Now, based on this, you can also highlight something if you want. Okay. Maybe right now I'm not able to navigate. Also, if you understand the page, you can basically simply write high confidence, medium confidence, or low confidence. And this is a very important tool. Once I basically come back to chapter number 1, and you can see that it is showing me that on this page, I have a very low confidence. That next time when I study, I will be just jumping onto this chapter. Okay, what was the issue in this chapter? And I can see, okay, I need to focus on this one. So let's say if I go to the next slide, and here they are, teaching you about business organization, elements, social arrangement, collective control. And I understand all this. I'll say, okay, this is something I understand. Let me mark it as high. Okay, this is basically capacity. This is specialization, synergy. Okay, I understand some of it. Let me mark it medium. Now, once I go through all this, I just go through all this, chapter is finished. This is what they have said, that what areas they have covered in the syllabus. And this is basically the summary. And also they have given you one quiz. Now, let me just give you back. Now, when I will be looking at this chapter, I can see where I have high confidence. And because I have high confidence, I'll not be bothered enough to, go back and, waste my time. This is a very time-effective study management technique that you can basically rate your understanding. Based on your understanding, you can rate your confidence. And then if you feel that, okay, the confidence is medium or low, then basically highlight this and then practice questions and then come back. Or let's say you have a medium or low confidence, you can come up with me and ask me where is the doubt, so that you are very strategic about your studies, right? Now, let's see the important thing that I wanted to show you. Summary and quiz. You can see after every chapter, they will give you basically, let's say chapter number 1 as a quiz. And this is very useful tool. Why? Because this is the same environment you would be getting in your exam. It's a computer-based exam, so you'll be getting same environment. Let me start a quiz. Let's say they have asked you, business are formed number of reasons. Statement below related to which reasons are establishment of business. Okay, they have asked you that business, they have first of all given you a statement about business, and then they have basically given you 2 statements about business. When people come together, their output may be more than if they all carried out same work as separate individuals. Okay, first statement is this. I'm not explaining any statement. Please don't be worried that, okay, the question has started and I'm not aware anything. I'm not started the study. I'm just telling you how things are. Brings together people with variety of skills and qualification. So according to me, these both statements are correct. Okay, let's see whether I'm correct or not. So let's see which option. One is an example of synergy. Second is an example of specialization. One is an example of combination resources. Second is an example of specialization. One is an example of specialization. Another is an example of combination resources. Both are example of specialization. Now you can see for these 2 statements, they have given multiple options. What is synergy? I'm not discussed, so don't worry. Specialization, I hope you understand a little bit of specialization, that we perform a same task again and again. We become specialists. Like I am teaching, so I am specialist at teaching, right? So we are specialists. So one is an example of synergy. Second is an example of specialization. Let's see. I just selected confirm. Okay. I'm not studying. Let's say I'm just selecting multiple options randomly to show you the result. Confirm B. Okay. Now you can see after completing the quiz, they have given my accuracy. Definitely, I did not score rest of the questions accurately. I just attempted first question. And you can see my first option was correct and rest 3 were incorrect and then 1 was correct. Now, this is to highlight one thing. First, that this is what you will be getting in an exam environment, that you will be supposed to select an option. And you can see the question was not something, okay, just select any one option. They have given combinations. First, they have given you 2 statements, and then they basically give you option. Okay, one statement is about this, second statement is about this. So you have to basically understand managing the question. It's not like very simple MCQ. If it would have been that easy, definitely everybody could have passed this very easily. Okay, but here they want you to, apply your knowledge. What is synergy? What is specialization? How do you apply this in this statement? This is application of knowledge. I hope now you are getting the idea what I was saying, that applying your knowledge. Okay, it's not like you basically memorize the definition of synergy or specialization. That is enough. No, you need to understand where you can apply this, right? And because I selected it, they basically also given you the reasoning, and this is the answer. Now coming back here. Coming back here. You can see I selected out of 4 questions, I selected some randomly. I didn't know the answer. I just selected random. And this is what I was emphasizing. Give 100% marks paper. Give 100 marks paper at any cost. Because if you are not aware about the question, so be it. It's not a negative marking. Selected, you can see I have scored 40%. I was, almost clearing my ACCA business technology exam. If it had been 50%, I was passed, right? So I hope you got the idea. So this is it about the introduction. I hope I have enough bored you, and that's it from my side about the introduction. Let me know any question you have. Okay, technical article, examiner guidance, I'll discuss some other time, okay, about technical articles and other things. So any questions so far, any student? Kuldeep, the format will be little different. Let me show you one thing. Let me show you. If you are asking this, now, let me just show you. Just one more minute, huh? I'll just come back. Just one more minute. I'll show you the exam directly. Students, study resources. You'll learn how to navigate business and technology. Now, in this, there is a, mock exam given. This is called specimen exam. Unfortunately, at knowledge level, this is a news I need to break to you. You have a practice test, but this practice test will be paid. You need to spend like, let's say, £10 or £15 to get this practice test. ACCA has only given you the one specimen exam. So please utilize this specimen exam. And if you want to test your level, so you need to pay £5 to £10 and basically get this practice test yourself. But I think we are good with the one specimen exam and mock test given in your book. Okay, what you will do, you will just go to the specimen exam and select this business and technology. Okay, you can see that this is an exam and this is what the format would be coming, Kuldeep. Okay, this was your question. This is the format. You'll just go next. They will basically guide you. You just read all this instruction. I'm just skipping right now. And I'll just say start the exam. Now, Kuldeep, you can see the timer has started. They have also given the progression. And this is what I was saying. Let's say I want to flag one question. I'll just, flag this. Flagging option. Let's say I select this financial component. Which two words complete the sentences? Okay, they have already given that this is an incorrect answer. I'll just flag it and just move on. In exam, you will not be getting this facility that the answer is correct or not. Okay, this will be telling you after you submit the exam, right? You can see the timer is going on. I'm just moving to the next. I'll just select autocratic. Okay, this was correct. I'll just select this is incorrect. And let's say if I'm confused, I'll just flag it. Okay, I'm just moving ahead. And now let's say if I have, completed my questions, I can see that there are two questions that I have flagged. One is completed, one is uncompleted. So I'll just go here and I'll see, okay, this question was flagged. I'll just say coaching, mentoring, counseling, or coaching again, and this is incorrect. So you can see that flag option you can utilize and basically come back to these things. So that is what I was saying. If you are unsure, if you are spending excessive time, just select the option, move on, flag the question. And once you complete the exam, then come back. Okay. Any questions here? So this was your basically CB practice platform. This is your syllabus and we will be starting after the break. Okay. We'll just start a little bit of chapter. Okay. And then basically we'll wrap it up. Okay. So let's take a 5 to 10 minutes break. I can see you definitely need a break right now. So any question from the online people? We'll start the chapter after the break. 5 minutes break, huh? Yeah, 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay, no answer. So I'm expecting I'm taking as a no. Yes, Krishna. Okay, till the time, everybody, we are on break. Which question Ritika Krishna has answered? Sorry, what is the question? Krishna, can you type your question again? I'm not able to find it. There were multiple questions, I think. Can you tell that question? What is the question, Mehak? I'm not able to. How much time does it take to prepare an average? Okay. So timing. What is the time basically you require to complete the syllabus? Okay. As I told you, if you are consistent with the syllabus, we will be wrapping up this syllabus, let's say, because we have a 2-hour class. So average time of completing the syllabus would be 3 months. If we take extra class, it would be 2.5 months. But if we, go with our 2-hour classes, so it would be 3 months approx. And if you are consistent with the syllabus, I don't think you need extra time. If you are already studying with the classes, then 15 days or 20 days max. What you need to do, complete your workbook as soon as you can, then practice it at least 2 to 3 times and mock test. And basically specimen exam I have shown you. And in case you want, you can also give the paid practice test. So 15 to 20 days is enough. Basically, your syllabus will be done. All you will be doing is practicing questions, ACCA study up. So 15 to 20 days in case you are all day free. If you have a college, then you should give yourself 1 month. Okay. So that much time should be sufficient. Reasonable enough? Okay. How much time I did take? Basically 1 year maximum. Because I was a past ACCA student. So I hope you understand about the exemptions. Exemptions. Are you aware about the exemptions? Yeah. I'm already an CA student, so I had some exemptions. We'll discuss about the exemptions some other time. Basically, the importance of exemption. If you want, you can basically ask me about the exemptions, whether you should take it or not, because exemption is something that I would, be strategic about it. Exemptions is very critical thing, and don't take exemptions blindly just because you're getting it. Savreet asks, sir, if we don't remove the flag from the question, it also shown to the examiner. No, Savreet. Once you submit your exam, no flag, no marking will be given to the examiner. You can keep the questions key as flag. Don't need to worry about flagging. Okay. Flagging is for your own purpose. Once you submit it, examiner will only get the answer. Yeah, definitely. We will have this mock in the class itself, Ashvi. Okay. Yeah, this is a provisional result in case something needs to be checked. Let's say a question has multiple answers. So that is the only thing they review, but mostly the answer is same. So the result get immediately, Kuldeep. Okay. Yeah, guys, you can go ahead. The break is on. You don't need to wait. Yeah, okay. First floor. Anything else? Or should we take a break? Okay. 10 minutes break, guys. Okay, let's meet after 10 minutes. Definitely, Ritika, you can give, this is an on-demand exam. You can give exam anytime you want. Okay. Yeah, please. AC. Yeah, for that, please. Just a second. Huh? What is the syllabus not complete from your side? Ritika, why you think? Ritika, see, we are right now sitting in the month of July, August, September. So by September, we would be completing this. But I will not say from the 1st September, but yeah, by the end of the September, the syllabus would be finished. And you can give the exam anytime you want, Ritika. The moment syllabus is finished, you can give the exam. Okay. Which books will be provided from VGLD? Nupur and Krishna, you can basically check it from the VG team. Okay. I will not be commenting on that. Okay, guys, we are already on 10 minutes break. I'm just taking students' query. Anything else? Yes, Krishna, we have a FA class just after this. We will be studying for half an hour and then we'll start the basically FA class after 12:30 at sharp. Okay. Okay, guys, we have a 10 minutes break. Let's meet after 10 minutes. So, guys, are we back? Times table will be completed. Gonna, as I said, it would be around, let's say, by September. If we take extra class, maybe by mid of September. If we don't, maybe by the end of September. That is what we are planning. Okay, let's see how we progress. Okay, so let's start our first chapter. Chapter number 1. Let me know if you are able to see this chapter. Yes? No. Organization. Now, before I start, this is something that I, always ask students. What do you understand by business organization? Or what do you understand by organization? Can anyone tell me? If you would like to. What do you understand by organization? Chat, please tell me if you can. Anyone here would like to say about organization, what they understand? Hindi, English, anything is fine. And nobody is judging me, okay? Be relaxed. What do you understand? I'll start. Okay, Krishna says it is a type of committee that help in trade. Okay, very interesting definition, Krishna. Others, we have so many students online. Please participate. Gonav says group of people forming business together. Accurate definition, Gonav. How to make profit. Organization is about how to make profits. Okay, reasonable. Ashvi, a group of people that work for a common goal. Very good, Ashvi. A very, very, accurate definition. Jia says a group of individuals work together. Very good, Jia. Anybody else? Jhalak says organization is a social practice in which group of individuals do collective work. Jalab, did you read from the book? This is exactly same. Don't worry, if you are not able to come up, I'll just help you understand. Or is it a group of business focusing on desired goals? Okay, desired goals. Very good, Krishna. See, when we talk about organization, let's discuss this. When we talk about organizations basically group of individuals. That part you are correct. Or group of individuals. Okay. Ritika says it is the objective organization which has an objective to achieve the goal. Okay, so this is separate. Okay, group of members share skills and knowledge, gain profit. Okay, Ritika. Group of individuals. That part is correct. There are multiple individuals. Okay, not one, but group of people. Okay, that's a group. If multiple people come together, that's a group that we know. And these people have some common goals. Okay, not goals. They have common goals and they work together. Okay. Whether for profit, whether for non-profit, that we will see. But all these people basically have some common goals. Some people have, let's say if I talk about an organization, let's say this institution, there are some employees who have a goal of earning salary. There are, some people who have goal of earning profit. Right? As a teacher, my goal is to teach you. As a student, your basically goal is to, get the knowledge. We all have, different goals and we are all working together, right? We are, having all our own skills. So group of individuals which have common goals and they are working together. Okay. Their goal can be anything, being profit, being salary, being, non-profit thing. So it can be anything. Now, let's basically see the definition. What we basically, this is the index of the chapter, like define business organization. Okay, what is business organization? And basically commercial, not profit, public. Let's see how much we can cover, or tomorrow we'll see stakeholder, agency. Don't worry, we'll be covering everything. This is basically a chapter number 1. Now, as we were saying, understanding business organization. That what is business organization? It's a social arrangement, and that is why I was saying like who it was. Jhalak. I think that is why I was saying that this is basically exactly what is given in the book. A social arrangement where they collect the collective goals, common goals, okay, and control its performance and has a boundary. Okay, very important. Very important. To define an organization, it's very important that you define the people don't part of that organization, that are not part of the organization. Basically, not part of organization. What do I mean? That there is a boundary that separates you from others. Let's say if I talk about VGLD, I hope you can identify people who are from VGLD and people who are not from VGLD. So if I talk about VGLD, that defines a group. And that this boundary, that those people who are not part of VGLD, this creates an organization. So to create an organization, it is very important that we have a boundary. Clear? Anyone, any doubt? That we have collective people, we are basically working for collective goals, and we have a boundary that can separate us from others. Right? Now, why organization exists? Well, they can achieve results. What result? It can be profit making. It can be non-profit making. Let's say if I'm opening a trading company, I have basically hired employees. We are basically working on to sell to the customer. Our main objective is profit selling. Yes or no? But let's say if I'm an charitable organization, my work is to, help elderly. Here also there are volunteers who have come together and work, right? But the profit making is not the motive. So we are trying to achieve result, be it profit, be it non-profit, right? So business organization. Now, when we talk about business, definitely we talk about commercial. We have understood the business. Oh, sorry, we have understood the organization. Now we are understanding business organization. Business organization is that group of people, group formed by people to carry out economic activity. Now, again, please understand, economic activity doesn't mean only profitable economic activity. There are non-profitable economic activities. Let's say government organization. You can see railways, they are oriented by government. There is some revenue, there is some expenditure, there is an economic activity going, but that is not profitable. Railways normally run on cost basis. That is to provide services to the public. Yes or no? Any doubt? So business organization that is carrying out economic activity, not only profit, but any commercial activity. Okay. They are created to provide goods and services to the customer. Okay. And make profit. Definitely the profit making is given here. But when I'm saying economic activity, it also basically includes non-profit activity. These organizations operate in various sectors, okay, of the economy. So this is basically the feature of organization. What I mean by features? One thing to tell you, whenever there is a characteristic and whenever there is a feature, what is the difference? Key feature basically characteristic means what should be. Okay, characteristic basically tells that what is the characteristic of business organization. So it means what should be in an organization. But when I say feature, it means what is in an organization. So feature, what is existing, characteristic, what should be. Okay. So what are the features of business organization? That they pursue variety of objectives. I hope you understand variety of objective means because there are multiple people involved. Basically, they are working together and that's why they are variety of objectives. Different people do different things. Now, some people would be, handling some things and some people would be handling different things. Let me just show you one thing. This is an example I, normally take. And this is what, makes business organization. Basically, specialization. Let's say, I want to manufacture. I'm a manufacturing organization and I want to create a needle. We all know needle, that, pens, you can use it for sewing, needle. Okay, a sharp needle. Not a good drawing. Okay. Let's forget the drawing. So it's a very sharp needle. Okay, sharp. Now what I would do? First of all, some people would be extracting metal. Okay, there would be some, delivery of metal. Then some people would be unloading. Not loading, unloading. In the warehouse. Unloading in warehouse. Okay, some people would be cutting the metal. Okay, some people would be molding it. Molding means that it is basically getting into the shape, right? And then some people would be, sharpening it. Okay, some people would be, packing it. So you can see there are multiple stages. And everyone at that stage is doing the work. Let's say there are 10 employees, there are 20 employees, there are 5 employees, there are 20 employees. And each these employees are working repetitively. Yes or no? Each these employees are, expert. They are repeating this task. And because they are repeating this task, they are becoming expert. They are becoming specialist. Yes or no? Yes. And because they are becoming specialists, now let's say if a newbie or a fresher, new person or a fresher start this work, it normally take them 2 hours. But because these employees are dedicatedly working, let's say now they are only taking 1 hour. So you can see because the repetition of tasks, they are saving time. Yes or no? They can save time because they are expert. They are good at what they are doing. Yes or no? Right? And because this is done by multiple employees is becoming specialist and doing tasks individually. So that is helping me create synergy. Now, what do I mean by synergy? Synergy simply says 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. If I put my effort and if I put your effort and we both are specialists, we both are giving our best, then the result would be much better than if we do it individually. Are you getting this? working in a team, putting our best effort would create a better result than basically when we do it individually. Let me just give you another example. Okay, please understand the difference between synergy and specialization, because you have seen question was there about the synergy and specialization. That 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 is synergy. That let's say I'm an individual and I'm doing all tasks myself. All tasks myself. And what will happen? Let's say if I am, let's say loading the goods, okay, cutting the metal, okay, and then I would be basically, let's say, molding it, okay, sharpening it. Now, definitely, if I do the all tasks myself, you can all agree that this would be more time consuming, right? There would be more delay in producing goods. Yes, sir. What? I didn't get you. Sorry. Yeah, definitely. Less efficiency. Very good. Less efficiency. Less efficiency. Okay. So this will be time consuming. This will be delaying. If I have combined all the people effort, let's say individually it is taking me 2 days. But if I had a team of, let's say, 20 people, it would have been done, let's say, within 2 hours. Don't you see the difference? Yes or no? Because we have, combined our effort. Second thing, we have combined our effort. Now the efficiency will increase. Efficiency will be low. Why? Because I will not be specialist. I will not be specialist because I'm not repeating. Or if the repetition is happening, if somebody is thinking, okay, repetition is still happening, but see the time it is taking to have the repetition. It is taking a lot more time than basically if you have dedicated your work. Because you are doing it 8 hours a day. If you are working in an organization where you are dedicated for cutting, you are working 8 hours. So your body is, automatically adapting this process. But if you are somebody who's individually doing it and then taking 2 days to, start one cutting process, do you think you will get the same specialization level? It would take, less efficiency. It will be less efficient. So efficiency will definitely reduce. So you can see if I do the task one time, and if the same task is done by other people, in that case, if we can combine our effort. Okay, you are saying that the same thing is not visible. Just a second. I hope what I was saying is clear. Sabrit, I'll just share the screen. I hope what I was saying was clear. Let me know if the screen is still not visible. A second. Yes, visible. Just a second. Sure. It will automatically come. Okay, so the synergy part is clear. That is it visible? It's not coming the way visible now. Just a second. I'm not sure what is happening here. Ideally, it should count. It's unnecessary taking time. Okay, let's see. I'll try once more. No, the way I want it is not getting, visible. So just a second. I think this screen is visible that I can see. But now if I run this slideshow, will this work? Slideshow, concurrent slideshow. Not adding here. You guys can see here, but these guys are not able to do it. Okay, let's see whether I can write it. Is it getting visible, guys? If I'm writing here, you are able to see this? Yes, yes, okay, fine. So what I was saying here, that once we have, business organization, multiple people working, so they create a specialization, and because they create a specialization, they achieve good performances because you are expert. Now, because you are expert, you have created a standard. What do I mean by standard? Because the same task, when I was, doing individually or basically as a fresher, it take me 2 hours. But now because I'm repeating the task and I become an expert, this is only taking me, to 1 hour. So for an expert, this 1 hour will be a standard, that if a expert does this task, so it only takes them 1 hour. So 1 hour would be standard. So if you achieve specialization, so you create standards. That is the benefit of creating a business organization. Now, another thing, that when we have a business organization, there will be formal documentation, there will be system and procedure, there will be a control environment. And this is something we will learn, that when you are, running an organization, there has to be some formal documentation. Let's say you guys have, registered here. You guys paid fees. So you might have received an invoice. Yes or no? So these invoice basically creates a formal documentation, that this shows a relationship for you and the VGLD, that you have enrolled yourself as a student. Let's say you have basically enrolled yourself in the ACCA. So ACCA will be providing you a fee note and something that is basically a formal documentation. You will be given as a, designation of student. And once you clear, you will be given a designation of member, or let's say an affiliate. So this is a relationship that shows a formality. This formality documentation only happens in organization, and this is needed. I hope you understand why. Because this create a relationship, helping define the basically the work that needs to be done. Okay. Main functions. Let's say business organization do, they basically have an input process, basically getting in raw material. Let's say we got the metal, and then process them, basically applying the labor and workforce, and then basically creating a finished product. Okay, this is what business organization do. Let's say service organization. Right now, I'm providing you guys a service. So what is happening here? So me teaching you is the input and processing at the same time. And you guys absorbing the information and getting knowledge is basically the process and the finished product itself. So in service organization, these things will be happening simultaneously. But in manufacturing unit or in the trading business, input would be coming separately, process will be happening separately, and finished good will be delivered separately. I hope this is clear. Okay, so this is about the business organization. Any doubt, do let me know. Because we are going to start a very important topic. Though we have a very less time, but let's see how much we can start this. So far, any doubt? No? All clear? No. Let's come. Different types of organization. What are different types of organization? We have understood the organization. Now we will be understanding the types of organization, a very, very important topic. Okay, please consider, let's say, a two-mark question coming from here, because this will be an area where, student gets tricked. Based on the ownership, based on the control, based on the activity, profit versus non-profit, legal form, size, and source. This is basically, this single slide would complete your 80% chapter. This single slide. Let's discuss how. We can define organization basically based on private sector and public sector. Tell me, what is private sector and public sector? Not exactly. I'll tell you how. Yes, correct. Ritika says public sector is owned by government. Correct, Ritika. Let's see others answers as well. So this is where the area is confusing. I'll also tell you another area is this profit and non-profit. What about rest? Guys, we still have 2 to 3 minutes. Please allow me. Owned and managed by government is public. Very good, Jeet. When group of individuals do work together is called private sector, and in public, government involved. Okay, Jalak, what you are saying is that in public sector, government is involved. Right. Komal says private sector goal is to earn profit. No, that is not the correct answer. Private sector, if you are defining private sector from profit point of view, no. Even public sector also have profit making goals. So don't confuse private and public. Definitely, most of the public sector have, a goal to service the public, but that doesn't mean that they don't earn profit. There are many, public sector units in the government. Let's say in India itself, there are many public sector units that are profit making. So don't confuse that public sector units are not for profit making. I'll just explain. Okay. Private is owned by a group of people and public is by government. Okay. Good, Lisha. Private sector is owned by government, public sector is owned by people. Government has no interference in it. I would not say interference. Government always have interference in any economic activity. So it's just that in private sector, there is a very least interference. It's about the ownership. Let me tell you how. This is the last topic. We are just wrapping it up. Okay. Don't worry. New slide. Okay. Now understand. If ownership, it's about ownership. If government has any percentage of ownership by government, okay, it will be public sector. As simple as that. Government has even a single % of ownership in the business, that will be public sector. So public versus private is not defined by business, is not defined by profitability, but rather government involvement. Okay. If government has any stake, or I would say ownership in business, that makes it public sector. Okay. Very simple. Don't confuse profit making, not profit making. I'll come to that. But simple reason you want to understand whether an organization is a public sector or private sector, just see the government involvement, whether government is the owner or not. If government is even 1%, see, government doesn't always own 100%. Please understand. Government sometimes own 90%, sometimes government own, let's say 50%, even sometimes government own 10%. These are the cases. But because there is a stake of government, that is a public sector. What are the public sectors? Let's say popular public sector. Anyone? Railways, LIC, very good. LIC, right? Life insurance. So Life Insurance Corporation currently in India, this is an Indian company and it is owned by government. Okay, majority of the stake is owned by government. Yeah, very good example. Bail. And this is one I was referring to, that this is also called a Navratan. In India, it's called Navratan because it's a profit-making organization. Defense, very good, Jhalak. Okay, there is SBI. This is a public sector bank. It's not like SBI don't make profit. SBI makes profit, but it is a public sector bank because government has a stake in it. ONGC, very good, Harshit. So you are getting an idea now that even these are the names of the companies that make profit, still they are public oriented. Now, why government? Why basically there is a public sector? I think we have exceeded the time. Okay. So one question for you as a homework, basically understanding the public sector. I will discuss in the next class because time is already up. Okay. So I hope you were, we did hardly started any topic, but I hope it was understandable. Okay. So tomorrow we'll basically continue from this point only, that what is basically the public sector, what is private sector. Okay. And let's see how much you can basically prepare tomorrow. Same time, 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow we'll be starting the class correctly. Okay. Any questions before we wrap up other than this? Any questions? Okay. So tomorrow we'll basically continue with this discussion about private and public sector. Okay. These notes will be available to you. You can basically check a link. The VGT will be sharing with you and you can access these notes. Okay. Or you can study from the book which you are carrying. Okay. Yeah, definitely, Akshita. This is a recorded lecture as well. You lectures are getting recorded, so you'll find it. Okay, don't worry. Lectures, like what time it will be available, that you can check with the VGLD. So what I understand, by the Wednesday or Thursday, the recorded lecture will be available. Okay. Any more questions? I think. So tomorrow we'll continue with our discussion of public sector. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Savreet. Yes, Krishna. Is there any question? Please write your question because there is a lot of happening in the chat. So you can basically write the question again. Currently, the duration is 2 hours. I have a FA class, so let's see if FA class will be finished, then maybe we'll decide for 3 hours, if you guys agree. Let's see the because we have to see the majority of the class. Thank you, man. Thanks for the compliment. Definitely we could not start the study. The entire class went for the introduction and some glitches for the IT, but I hope you can give me this, first class exemption. We'll have tomorrow class and I hope everything will be fine tomorrow. Okay. So currently it's 2 hour class, 10 to 12. Definitely, let's see by the end of this July, whether we will be able to start a 3 hour class because we have a FA class after this also. Okay. Any questions or should we wrap it up? Done? Okay. I take it as a no. Thank you. Thank everyone for the joining and let's meet tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.